We have an old camera bag that a friend of mine gave me, and there's an old camera inside too. What camera is it? Well, let's see. Okay, there's a camera there, and it looks like it's a Canon E80. This is an 8mm camera. So what can we do with this package rather than just toss it away? Um, the bag is still good, but what I found here, of course I patched it because it was kind of coming apart, is a microphone, and most likely a unidirectional microphone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this microphone and rig it to my cell phone, to my smartphone, and see how I can record with this microphone as an external microphone. Okay, so what I did, I put that the tape around it to hold the foam on it, which was a little bit ripped off, and it has a normal mini jack, a mono mini jack, 3.5 millimeter. So you should be able to rig to the smartphone using some sort of an adapter. And here's what we get for the adapter. What I found online on eBay is an adapter. It basically has the phone input with 4 segments, a 3.5 millimeter, and on the other end, so the 2 jacks that we have split the microphone and the headphones signals. So one jack becomes a plug-in for a microphone, and the other jack becomes a stereo headset out. So using this adapter plugged into the smartphone, we are going to use RecForge to see how the sound of this microphone feeds into the smartphone.
Alright, so here it is. I have the microphone that came from the 8mm camera, and it's about 1 foot away from my mouth, and it's rigged into the cell phone, and I'm using RecForge 2 to record this signal. And the rig is a special rig because I'm using a splitter cable that is able to separate the microphone input from the headphones output on the cell phone jack. The cell phone jack has got them together. That little trick there does the split. So now the microphone, it's feeding into this app on the cell phone, and that's how it is at about a foot away. So now if I get it closer, like let's say 6 inches away, now I'm talking about 6 inches away from the microphone, and the volume, it's a lot louder. And I don't think I have automatic gain control, but I have to check that on the program. But again, you can set up the gain if you want, or you can just let the program set it up for you. So we'll see if this signal is clean. One thing that I'm not hearing is, it's supposed to separate the headphones out as well, and I have a pair of headphones plugged into the headphones out of this adapter, but I'm not hearing the signal. I'm seeing it on the screen as it's coming in, and probably will be recorded. So that's all there is for now. Let's see what this comes out to. Give me the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a little bit of silence, so that way we can hear the noise of the microphone itself. Okay, so that completes my test for this microphone. We'll see if it's usable. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the microphone from, well, wait for this airplane. There's an airplane flying by, and that's interesting to see what the volume is for that. So speaking the same with the same volume with my voice, I'm holding this microphone from a headset by Blackberry, a headset for cell phones. It's an older headset. It's probably it could be about 10 years old. Um, so I'm holding this about 1 foot away from my mouth, just like the other microphone that I had before, and I'm speaking the same way as I was speaking before, and I didn't adjust any levels on Rec Forge 2 in the phone. So basically, it's the whole setup just like the other microphone, except for I'm using this microphone. And the reason I'm doing this is to compare the sound and the volume and the timbre and the noise on distortion of this microphone to the other microphone that I got from the camera. So here it is. I'm going to count to 10 and I'm going to have the pause of silence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of course there's a car pulling in right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but eventually it's going to come to an end, to a stop, and then the engine's going to shut off. Okay, there you go. So now it's quiet. So I'm going to use this silence to see the noise and internal level of the microphone, and then I'm going to move it to 6 inches like I did with the other phone, and see what happens then with the other microphone. Okay, so here's now at 6 inches. Again, I'm going to count to 10, and that's for test. That's then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the test. And now the moment of silence, and see how the quietness of the microphone is. Okay, so that was about 10 seconds of silence. So that's it. Now we can compare it with the other one. Okay, here we go again with the microphone from the camera that I took off. So it's rigged into the phone using a splitter that splits the mini jack that goes to the phone that's got the headphones and the microphone together into two mini jacks. One takes the microphone and one takes the headphones. However, there's no signal out from the headphones. I'm not sure why. Maybe the splitter is not working properly. But I'm holding this microphone, as I said, plugged into a cell phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S5, and I'm running the recording through an app from RegForge. It's RegForge 2, and I'm holding the microphone pointed directly at me, and it's about 1 foot away from my mouth. What I did with the microphone, I wrapped a little bit of tape around that foam protection, the windscreen protection that it had, because it was a little bit ripped. So now the only active part of it is the tip of it. The other one is wrapped in tape, the side of it. Also, what I did different than the other recording that I had is I unplugged the phone. The phone was plugged into the charge. And I noticed when I listened back to that recording that it has some sort of a frequency, 60 hertz, kind of like hum or whatever you call that, in the background. So now I'm hoping that by running the microphone, the cell phone, off its own battery, and without anything else electric attached to it, other than the microphone, it should run cleaner. So here it is, 1 foot away from my mouth, and now let's get it closer to about 6 inches away from my mouth, like here. So now it's 6 inches away from my mouth. I'm speaking directly into it, and I'm gonna do the count like I did before, and then the moment of silence for 10 seconds, and then that should complete this test. So here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the moment of silence, and of course there's an airplane coming in. And once again, I'm going to do the moment of silence without the airplane flying through. Okay, so this is it. This is the test, the second test without the phone plugged into any charging source, just running off the battery.
Okay, so now that we have heard how the microphone records into SoundForge, into RecForge, and we need to figure out a way to rig it so we can bring it closer to the subject if the subject is farther away than the phone. So that way, this microphone combined with a phone could become a rig to record just like a boom mic. So now let's see. We have an extension cord here, and this is a regular headphones extension cord or headset extension cord for the phones. It's got 4 segments, but since they are separated, it could be used just for the microphone. And of course, from the dollar store, we can get a selfie stick for about $2. And this selfie stick, as it extends, can provide the boom that we need for the microphone. Now we just have to figure out a way to attach it to it. Okay, if you have a bicycle, you can always save the tube that's been punctured and make some good rubber bands out of it just by cutting the end, little circular sections there. And those rubbers are pretty strong and durable, and they can serve the purpose. Okay, so now that we got the rubbers and the microphone and the selfie stick, we were able to rig it with a few rubbers right on top of it over there, and so that could also serve as a shock absorber. And since we're not going to use the cable for the trigger, we can use that to kind of secure the cable for the microphone in place. And that's it. That's the rig. Now, of course, you see how there's a shine on the selfie stick. So if you find one that doesn't have the shiny metallic finish, it might be better. Or you can just paint this black. But that's the rig.